name is Sylvester, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. I have been listening to Blake 7 by Big Finish. I have to say, Big Finish Blake 7, often quite a bit better than Blake 7 was on TV. It's the secret that we dare not mention. So I've been listening to Restoration Part 3. Freaking awesome. A really, really good set, and they had some significant challenges, shall we say, to get over, both, for the characters, in front of the mic. I was going to say in front of the camera, in front of the mic, and also for the people making it, but behind the microphone. And I think they both sets pulled off fantastically. So again, a bit of a spoiler for the review. If you like hearing independent content, independent voices here on YouTube, you can consider hitting that subscribe button. And thank you so much. That stuff really helps. The subscribe button, the like button, the share button, all that stuff really, really helps. And I would like to show you my appreciation. It's a very apt for this video because this is a Big Finish video. So go to the video notes and you will find a download link for an audio Doctor Who story made in the mid-80s starring Nicholas Briggs as a Doctor. And also the Daleks as well. So what is this? I hear you cry. What is it? It's by a fan group called Audio Visuals that later grew up to become Big Finish. You can hear the origins of Big Finish in it. It's a really good story. It's kind of a season finale. It's a climactic one. It's, I think, the second one I ever heard. But it's really, I recommend it highly. Well, I recommend it so highly, I'm giving it to you. Go ahead and download it. Share and enjoy, baby. You just enjoy. And then to show you my appreciation even more, I give stuff away. Actually, physical stuff. So this stuff I'm giving away this week. I give something away each week. This week, freaking awesome one. It is Doctor Who, Curse of Fenric 2-disc DVD set. I just got the season 26 Blu-ray. Awesome. Just an awesome set. I can't wait to do the reviews of that. To win that, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel. Subscribing being the important part from my perspective. And then leave a hashtag love. Hashtag love, which is the secret word they used in Curse of Fenric, which they were going to get the Ultimate Commuter to gas everybody in the Kremlin with. So yeah, that's nice and cheery. We do the prize drawing on Sundays when I'm on the TARDIS, so check out the video notes. It gives you all the information that you need to know. Fine, let's get into the review of Restoration Part 3. So, in fact, before we get into that, let's talk about the Big Finish Blake 7 in general and where they've been recently. So they've squeezed in two whole, and I would say pretty darn good seasons in between the last two episodes of Season 3, in between Death Watch and Terminal. So the first season they did is called Crossfire, and it was about a civil war between Servalan's forces and the president of the Federation. Really clever idea, really worked, and it ended up on this fantastic cliffhanger with the Liberator crippled and crashing. So it was a really good cliffhanger. So this season has been all about it's called Restoration. So you were thinking it's about the restoration of the Liberator, and pretty much yes, but they kind of turn it on the head by the last episode. So the first box set, they basically limping around the galaxy trying to fix the Liberator, and it gets to a point where there's not going to be able to support 5 people living on it. That is that damage. So the second box set they go to the system to try and find system technology to fix them. People who from. Was that Terminal? No. Come on, was that I was going to say Star One. I can't remember from that last episode of Season 1. So they go there, and it turns out their system has 3 planets. I thought it was like this massive, empire. No, it has 3 planets. So on 3 of the 3 out of the 4 stories in box set 2, you get put. They explore a different planet. All of them in complete disarray now because the system's been destroyed by Blake and the gang at the end of Season 1. So, all the infrastructure's gone. So that's a pretty interesting box set. And it ends up with an arc story called Hyperion, where they go in search of a Federation scientist called Celine, who has the knowledge and technology to fix the Liberator. They're working on system technology and this alien technology. They have these alien things called the Quonar, which they use to try and repair the Liberator's computer systems and trying to get Zen back online. Fine, but it ends up with this cliffhanger that really worked out for the best. That Avon is stranded on this space station that's blowing up, and the crew think he's been killed. and the Celine, the scientist, they go to find her, has Avon's teleport bracelet, which he conned out of him, and and basically she fulfills the function of Avon in the few of these episodes. So why did they need to retool everything? Because sadly Paul Darrow passed away. So that was a real challenge that I just didn't know how they would get over. They delayed box set to Restoration Part 2. What was it, 3 to 6 months? I really can't remember. It was a long time. I was like, oh, really? And then they gave him more breathing room to get box set 3, really retooled in the can. And they did such a great job, It feels like this was the plan initially, even though clearly, obviously, it wasn't. But hats off to them, kudos. Really, really good. This is really Big Finish at their finest. It really is. It's fine. So the first story in the set is called Parasite. It's by Trevor Baxendale. Trevor Baxendale knows his Blake 7 backwards and forwards, and he's a great writer. And he's great for Blake 7. He really understands Blake 7. So I think he did the whole overarching plot line for Restoration. Maybe also for Crossfire. I really can't remember. But so he has the first story in the called Parasite, where they've realized this Quonar technology they put into the Liberator is sentient and has taken over the Liberator. So now the crew can't control it, and Zen's back online, but Zen is being controlled by the Quonar, this alien parasite. So the majority of the season of this box set, I say that you have the Liberator being taken against their will from place to place, while the Quonar's on a very definite. It has a very definite agenda, and it doesn't include the crew's safety or caring about them at all. So that's essentially what the first episode really it sets up. And also we have all the other characters dealing with what they think is Zen's death. Villa's taking it very badly, which is I love that Villa Avon relationship. That's why I think there was that episode in season 4 when they got with the tachyon funnel, there's this little cube on the shuttle that's making the ship crash, and they're trying to. The ship's got too much weight, and so Avon's going to chuck Villa out of the ship to survive. I just love that relationship. It's very so. Villa's actually takes Avon's apparent death very badly. And he's drinking. Everyone is in mourning. It's I think they play it well. I think I'm getting to that. I think if they did it on TV, let's say Paul Darrow got hurt in an accident or something, and he wasn't able to be in 4 episodes of the season, you'll probably see him for like a scene in a stasis tank or something like that. That's how I think they probably would have played it. So that's the first episode. The second episode is called Failsafe. Really great episode by Steve Lyons. Steve Lyons, it's always reliable. It's kind of got a similar feeling to Rumors of Death. They start off, they're in the middle of the continuity, and nobody knows what's going on. They just had their memories wiped. So it starts off with General Mordecai, who's back. General Mordecai was essentially the muscle for the Federation, not for the president, and so he comes back. He's tethered to Tarrant, and the president is tethered to Dana. Well, they're not just tethered together; they also have this symbiotic link. So if one gets injured, the other one feels the injury. So they can't turn around and shoot each other, because if one shoots one, the other one's going to die, which gives it an interesting dynamic. And they're trapped underground. Their aerial's there for looking something, and so the whole plot of this one is slowly unraveling what the hell happened, how they got there, what's going on, and it just ends with this fantastic scene, which is so Blake 7. It is just so incredibly Blake 7, and you get, because this box set, they really definitely have a feeling that this is the end of Blake 7 in this format. Blake 7 as it's reflective of what it was on TV. They say they're going to be doing new stuff and going in a new direction. I'm fascinated to hear what it is. Listen, they've done everything they've done with Blake 7. I think has been fantastic. My hat is off to them. And so guys, whatever you do at Big Finish, I am on board for. You've earned that with me. That whatever you do at Big Finish, I will definitely check out. So so that's Failsafe. Third episode is Reunion, and it brings back another character. Oh, the reason I said this was like the fun one, because you can see these characters that they built up. General Mordecai for one, and Zero Voss for the other, who worked at Servalan's muscle. after what's it called again? Star One. You know, so the so she's been in a lot. She has this ongoing relationship with Villa. Also great. I tell you, he does some great character work in this one. And they go back to Cygnus Alpha, which I thought was pretty interesting. If you remember when they found Liberate, there was a debris cloud, and there was some kind of space battle that went on. They don't know what it was about. So who was the enemy of the system? Who was powerful enough to give the system a run for money? It's the Quonar. The Quonar who have infected the Liberator, and there's something buried on Cygnus Alpha which the Quonar need to achieve their goals. So everything's wrapped up again by also reunion was by David Breyer. I do not know what he's written before, and my internet's out, so I can't do a quick search to see what other stuff he's done. But it's a good episode. Just rest assured, it's a good episode. I liked it, and everything's wrapped up. But in the final episode called Imperium, where it transpires that there's an effort underway by the president to restore the Star One protocols. That is the restoration they're dealing with, and it really wraps everything up quite nicely and dovetails beautifully into Terminal. We get Alta One returns, because the Federation is using a combination of system and I think Quonar and Federation technology to do this audacious plan. It does leave at least one plot thread hanging. I'm interested to see what they got to be able to be wrapping that up somehow as something in the future. But they said they are going to be doing more Blake 7 stuff in the future. I just can't imagine it without Paul Darrow. So what they did in this one, which was really clever, Trevor Baxendale, who really knows the stuff. He knows his Blake 7 stuff. He's written a bunch of them. He knew all the lines for Even, I think, off the top of his head. So they did what they did with the Jagon Lightfoot release, and they took other audio snippets and brought it in. And yeah, it didn't really work so well on the Jagon Lightfoot. Here it really worked, and Avon's not just in it for like a line or two. He's got quite a major presence in at least the second half of this episode, and it feels kind of seamless. I'm really. It's not completely perfect, but it feels pretty seamless, and it just again dovetails perfectly into Terminal. So again, fantastic job. The other thing I know is let's talk about the cast. It's really weird. They got Paul Darrow as heading the cast on the website. Michael Keaton, does fantastic work. Yeah, they all sound completely indistinguishable from how they were on TV. Jan Chappell, Stephen Pacey, Yasmin Bannerman just slides again completely seamlessly in as Dana. Really, really like her. Alistair Locke as Zed and Aurak, fantastic. They have this great stuff where Aurak and Zen kind of squabble with each other. I just love this Aurak. He's like, oh, I'm busy. They just really do that well. And you got Hugh Fraser, the president, John Green as General Mordecai. And they bring back the woman who played Alta One. I'm trying to find her name on the cast. Alta One, Sheila Ruskin. Yeah, never heard of her, but she was in that spandex in the last episode of season 1. That was her. So again, it's very authentic, very authentically Blake 7. I'm really excited to hear what they're going to be doing next. I'm not excited. I'm really intrigued to know what they're going to be doing next. Again, that they got over the tragic death of Paul Darrow so well. Just they deserve all the plaudits you could possibly give them, and they really finish it off well. Thank you, Big Finish. You are fantastic, and I'm happy. I'm so happy to support you. My name is Sylvester Beck, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And have yourself a fantastic day.